Hello, hello. Welcome to the live stream. I'm just about getting ready here to attack our first summons Tin Man of the day. So if you're late to the party, the chat is up here. I'll be able to keep an eye on that. And obviously you can ask me any questions once we get over this. But first things first, I've got to do some damage. Obviously, when we're hitting Bob, we want to make sure we have our experience points on, our valor points on. Not that I need valor points again. At this stage, army strength, health unimportant, and march speed bonus. Clan bonuses are all on, titles, etc., etc. Okay, good to go. Now I can set my troops. So let me go and find my calculator and I can make some adjustments. How are you guys doing today? Nobody online yet, but I'm sure you'll get here shortly. Window, and I want to drag that up, and I want calculator. So I always use my calculator. Some of my troops might be ready, but I'd rather get them correct. So I'm going to be attacking with Hercules. I have his gear on. I have the Ifrit Lord's belt. And, oh yeah, the dragon. I have to get my dragon back. Reinforcements, recall army. And we'll go through all that again. Glad I noticed that. I noticed that they put up a halfway point now on a halfway point on the Tin Man, so you can see when he's nearly halfway gone, which is a good idea. It lets us have a better idea as to what point he's at. Okay, dragon, that'll give me 176 leadership, 176000, and I'm going to go with G8 to G9, S8 to S9, and M7 to M9. And it is going to be by strength mode, and it's PvE. Okay, now I can select what I need. Obviously, I want to make these mercenaries last. So on my troop calculator, it's telling me I can take 60 of these, 60 of the wardens, but I want them to be getting hits in each time. So I'm going to go with 20, 10, 10, 10. I'm going to go with 50 on the birds, 10. We go with 200 there. Go with 500 there. Now, quicksands. I can take 1,900 of those, but I want to make them last, so let's go with 1,000. These will go with 1, 2. 1, 2. Actually, where are my... Yes, I better just grab my Merc Hunters. I think I kept some there. Yes, indeed, I did. Great. Back in here. This means I have to go through the whole thing again. 10. Actually, we go 20. 20. 10. 10. 10. 50. Run out of them. 200. Merc Hunters, I can take 1,700, so I'm going to go with a lower amount because I want to try and make them last. 500, 1,000, 1, 2, 1, 2. These I can take 3,000 of, so with 5, let's go with 2,000. Go with 200, and I won't bother with any scouts. Okay, so my monsters, I can take 36 of these, but I'm going to just drop that down as well. I go 30, 30, 30, 30. On the second levels, I can go with 64, but let's go with 60, 60, 60, 60. And on the top level I can go with 138. So let's go with 110. Okay, now onto these. Let me just make sure the rest is all clear there. Yeah, all good. So I can go with 395, 391. This is just the calculations that that troop calculator has thrown out for me. So I'm just literally flying through these, and let's get the first hit done. I won't have to do this every time, as you probably know already. 3950. G8 mounted, 7050. S8 mounted, 7080. And G9 ranged MLE, 7820. 7820. And then we're on 79. As you can see, the specialists always have more than the guardsmen have, and the reason for that is to make sure that they are the meat shields and the guardsmen get more hits and the specialists die, but you know that already if you've looked at the calculator. S8 ranged, we're looking at 14200 and 14200. And G8, 14100, 14100. And then I always just throw in a peppering of whatever other troop I have spare. They probably won't do much damage on the kills, but it's better than sending nothing. Actually, no, I won't send them. I have some, yeah, I'll throw in a few of them. It's 15, I want 5. And off I go. Okay, so first hit, and we're flying through this already, so this should be straightforward enough. Once I got the first hit in, all good. Let's have a quick look and see. So I got 636 billion for that attack, and that is what I will do, attack after attack. What's this rubbish they're trying to get us to do now? Scouts. I don't know if you guys go into any of those. I don't. I don't see the point in running the storyline now. It's just about killing monsters, etc., etc. Obviously, I go through this all the time, by the way. In case you're wondering what I'm doing here, let's just minimize this, see if there's anybody here yet. No, still nobody here, okay. But you'll be able to watch this video afterwards. So this is what I do after each attack. I bring my mercenaries back to health. I have sacred potions, so I can use them. And I will also bring my monsters back, revive them as well. And if I ran out of sacred potions, then I will use gold for my monsters and my mercenaries. Okay, this will be a fairly fast kill for us here today by the looks of things. Keep clicking the help button because guys are still training troops. Let's see where we are after that first hit. Clan members. Okay, I'm only at 9. Wow, some of the guys are flying through this already. Okay. So, bring them back. Yeah, I'll have to try and remember the volumes. I'll leave the volume on that output, and maybe if you guys tell me, I'll look at the video a little bit myself afterwards if nobody gets here today to tell me. But let me know if that was too loud with the music playing in the background, or if it's not your taste of music, because this channel is for the members and I like to keep you all happy. That time it was 608. Why was there such a drop? 30. How do we do this time? 620, back up again. So yeah, this is basically just what I do. It's just a box ticking exercise. After each attack, bring the mercs back, bring the monsters back. I have enough troops here to do, I would say, 10 attacks. That's normally what I do. I train to 10 attacks. And then if the epic is still there and still needs killing, I can then go back and make some more troops. There's a few little things that happen with this. I don't know if you guys notice it, but sometimes when you're reviving things, they will disappear as if you've revived them, and all of a sudden then they'll pop back up again. I don't know if it makes an allowance for that in your sacred potions or not. I am assuming it does, because otherwise it would be pretty annoying. How are we doing now? 602. Okay, it is certainly a bit lower than it was, than it started out as. Sometimes you get a lucky hit, first hit. There might have been a couple of double hits, double attacks by some of the squads. Very possible. But sometimes I also have a little glitch that happens. Don't know if anybody else has noticed it, but it will be... what it does is it drops the mercenary numbers down from what I selected for the first attack. I don't know why it does that, but there's a lot of stuff in this game that I don't know why it does it, and it's really irritatingly annoying. So I'm going to click attack and have a quick look here. Yeah, you see there. So click attack now, and just there a second ago the screen jumped and I jumped down to 13. Anyway, 200, 1500, that's all good. Monsters 60, yeah, that's all good. And have these stayed the same? Yes, it would seem so. Okay, I'll go. So yeah, all good so far. Just see, I keep checking back just to see where I am up to, what point I'm at. So we're to 37. A couple of the guys doing really well so far. They must have bought a lot of mercenaries. I didn't, I just got the mercenaries that I could get on silver, because I'm under a little bit of pressure at the minute. So this is the way I will do it for this first summons. Like that. Then disappear. Yeah, see that? That's that little glitch I was talking about. This is good actually, because might be able to use this there. See again, and I already clicked revive on it, so I'm wondering would I have wasted potions or gold if I had gone ahead and clicked that again. It's pretty annoying. It's hard to tell how many members. We seem to have a good few members hitting on 4 stacks, which is good to see. There's always going to be a few that will hold back and not attack. Actually, back up here again. Yeah, there's always going to be a few that will hold back and not attack, which gets really annoying. It's really annoying if you're in a big clan and all you're doing is attacking 4-stack monsters and the other guys aren't attacking when they should be attacking, and they just decide to rack in when there's 3 stacks left. It's very important for this particular epic to die because of the gifts that we're going to get from it. It'd be interesting to see what the gifts... You'll be able to see it yourself actually today. If still nobody here, I'm talking to myself. That's the first sign of a madman apparently. But it's okay. I know it's all good. I know you can't get here for whatever reason. Let's just fly through this here. I debated whether starting this live stream or not during this event, but I think it's no harm for you to see the way I do things and how I go about attacking each time, and whether I bring troops back or not. I currently have a lot of sacred potions. I've got 10 million, so this is really good. I'm not going to waste any gold in this operation. When you get to a certain size, you will find that the gifts from these Rise of Ancients event are so good that it nearly covers you for your losses during the whole event. Now obviously most clans will have a situation whereby you will have a given amount of points that you have to get. In my case, with G9 troops, I have to get a minimum of 130 million points. Now, I'm a good ways off that now after them first couple of hits, but I will be available to hit the next one as well, and I'll probably speed it up and go a little bit faster. What I might do is drop the monsters out and just go with silver troops, But we'll see. Let me just check something here. Okay, so that is still good, and we're still running. I want to check my points. Strength and health is all still good. Yeah, that's fine. Let's go. I just wanted to check because my attacks were down a little bit, 614. So there's another one up to 637. Okay, that's good. That was a low on a 598, and this one is 589. Now, that to me means that the troop glitch happened. I'll have to have a look again and check each time. I don't know if anybody else comes across that glitch, that you go to send your troops and the screen jumps and it changes the amount of troops that you're actually sending into battle. I don't know, but I will certainly use this video as proof that it happens and be able to send it off to the developers and see if they can sort it out, because it's really annoying. Another point actually that I maybe never brought up before, I downloaded their game. So basically I'm running the game on my own PC. Live, obviously. I don't know what way or what application they use to run it, but I'm not running it through my browser anymore, because I notice on the browser, if I'm scanning the map or looking for things, looking for targets to attack, I regularly am getting okay, right, so I'm down on some of the troops. That's why I've got to drop out there. That's okay. Yeah, I'm regularly getting crashes, and the whole game is basically just crashing, which is an absolute disaster when it's in the middle of something important. And even more so, it's a disaster during Kingdom versus Kingdom, where you're leaving an untended portal. If you had a portal open and your game crashes, by the time you log back in again, you could be dead and you could have lost all your troops. You could have also lost a lot of gold or silver. Well, not gold obviously, but ingots or silver that you may have had in your city beforehand. It's another little annoying fact about this game, Total Battle. Anyway, we're down below half now, which is good, so we're all getting along fine. Another thing you have to do in this clan is you have to show proof of your attacks against 4-stack epic. So basically you'll have 6 attacks that you have to put into a specially designated channel that they put, that all the members have to prove that they did attack this thing 6 times on 4 stacks. And it just prevents people from, I won't say cheating, but it kind of is, when you're waiting for this thing to get down to a lower level. So we're all good so far now. That's 10 hits I've made on 4 stacks. 601, 587. So yeah, it's still good to go. I'll have to do a quick check now and see if my troops are quick check to see if my troops are still at a point that I can continue to hit. Where are my mercenaries gone in that battle? Oh, this is where it gets really irritating. Why can they not just make one button to delete all? Where are my mercs gone? Don't tell me I had no mercs that time. Oh, this game. Come on. It isn't easy to scroll down these lists. They could make it easier. I mean, they know, the developers know at this stage that larger players delete troops. Most players delete troops after attacking. We don't bring them back. We're not going to waste gold on silver troops. And by silver troops, I mean troops that are made with silver. There they are. So yeah, we need a button. Developers, give us a button. Give us a button. Give us a button so we can delete all these silver troops, instead of doing what I'm having to do and scroll down lists and trying to find where your mercenaries and monsters are. Irritating much. Okay. Go again. Actually, I want to check here and see that I still have Troops, yeah, okay, so I have enough for 2 more hits, is that right? Yeah, I must have made enough for 12. 39, 7, yeah, 2 hits, the majority of. Okay. Let's see how I'm getting on now in our clan members ranking. I know I'm nowhere near the top, but that's okay. I'm up to 93, so I'm into 8th position now, and that's good. And I may have time to be able to train a few more troops and go again, but I will have to delete all of these, and this is where one button to do that task would be extremely helpful. But yeah, I don't think they will. Developers like to annoy us. They certainly don't do things to help us. Well, rarely. I won't go down that path of developer bashing today. Nice tunes in the background there. I hope you're enjoying the music. Okay, let's have a little look here and see if I have enough to do one more run. 305, 301. Yes, yes, yes. Perfect. I'll leave that at 17. Okay, so I have enough to do one more run, and then I will need to do some troop deletion. In fact, I'll start it now. So this is what I mean. I have to physically go through the whole section of all the troops that I've just killed off in this epic, and this is really where it gets annoying. So let's just bring back my monsters first. This glitch. Let's bring my monsters back, and then I will go ahead and start deleting. Okay. So now I need to delete these, but I have to be careful because I didn't revive my mercenaries yet, so I want to be sure that I don't hit the mercenaries. There they are there. Okay, let's go back up to the mercenaries here and let's revive them, and then I can continue doing. I might not get enough time to be able to do this and get back in to do more attacks, but let's see how it goes. I'm going to need troops anyway, because in another hour and a half there's going to be another summons, and I'll have to be ready for that. So yeah, this basically is what I mean by having to individually, and you see where they put the button. So where there's the delete button. If I was to press this and that delete box was to disappear, I would end up reviving this with gold. So you have to be a bit careful. I do sometimes use an auto clicker. It's like a macro setup that you can set the computer to click in a certain place, and then you can just repeat that click. That's kind of helpful, but sometimes it will still glitch out. As you can see, I'm clicking the button, but it's not necessarily deleting them, because I'm trying to do it fast so as I can get back into the action again. However, I'll be ready for the next summons, even if I don't make it to do a hit on the end of this one. Keep clicking helps for the guys. Oh, this is so frustrating having to do this. One button. Just one button. That's all I'm asking for. One button. Delete all silver troops. Jeez. So anyway, what's the weather like in your world today? Anybody here? Nobody here. Ah, well. I did say when I was going live, but I understand it's Friday. And you'll still get to watch this video afterwards and see what I did. You'll just have to hum among yourselves during the quiet parts that I'm not speaking, because I'm busy clicking, wearing my finger down to the bone. Oh, this is... Every time we have Tin Man, this is what I have to do, and it really is annoying to do. the ramblings and rantings of a madman. That's what I feel like right now, because I'm talking to myself. Oh, come on. Anyway, I'm not going to get a tacky in. Have I got any troops left? Have I got any left that I could just run an attack on? Go on, I have a few. I think I might just throw one attack in there now. What can I throw in? Some of them. Go on, start march. I may as well get one last attack in. And I didn't even make it. 1522. Okay, not to worry. Right, we killed it. That's the main thing. That's brilliant. That's what we want to do. That's what everyone wants to and needs to do for this event. It's so important to kill this guy, especially when you get to this level, because the prizes you will see now. Get to the final ending. Great. Okay, great. Now I can revive. Now I can train again. Okay, so what I need to do now is I need to pull up my troop calculator and I need to work out. But let me just show you something here. So where am I now? I'm probably about 18th or 20th on the list. Yeah, 17th. Okay, so that's pretty good. So my target, minimum target in this event is 130 million points. So I've done 110, 112. Fridays are tough days for me because we have family dinner. So the times of the summons they're more or less made to try and get everybody online at the same time. I will always try and push for both of them, but they did make a slight adjustment here, and we have this first one now at 3 p.m. in the day, which is brilliant for me. It's exactly a time that works because I have time to be able to sit down and do it. And the next one is in an hour and a half from now, so I have to be ready for that. But to show you the gifts that our clan mates get for this, bear in mind that there are some chests from crypts that were done before now, but if we go down to where the Rise of the Ancients events start, actually there's not many crypts to open, so that's good. So these are all Rise of the Ancient events. So wait till you just see this. Okay, so for just killing one summons Rise of the Ancient, I've got 1.2 million gold, 1.3 billion silver, 1.3 million green tar, 1.62 million dragon coins, some epic tar, some rare tar, and nearly 1 million sacred potions, scrolls, which I don't use anymore because all the captains that I have on the scroll system are all up to date. A lot of speed ups, 725, and some other bits and pieces as well. So, you know, that's pretty much, you can times that by 3 for the 3 summons we have. So what are we at? 1, 2, 3, nearly 4 million gold each clan member will get, near enough, from each event. I know it is slightly different depending on the size of your the level of your city slash game, the level of your city slash hero and captains. That will change slightly. Some players might not get as much gold, but they might get more silver. They might get a little bit less gold and silver and get some more tar. It does vary. But yeah, that's why it is so important to kill this thing, and why everybody should be really, really pushing hard to do that. So let me just take my chests for the event. I think I pretty much covered all of these chests after like 2 or 3 hits. So yeah, I'll just select them because obviously in here there are clan chests, and it's important for everybody to get the chests. I think it's 8 and 4 is 12. I think it's 12 clan chests in total once players have completed their end of the bargain. So yeah, 4 and 1 is 5 and 8 is 13. So there's 13 chests from the clan. Okay, so now I'll just go into my triumphal challenge and also collect anything in there that I'll be doing a lot of these because the valor points were quite substantial. Okay, and then we can select all of these. Rewards, we have quite a few to flick through now. Okay, so that got me up over the 100 level. I'm a bit lagging behind a little bit on the Triumphal Challenge currently. But again, it's because I've been doing a lot of other stuff in the game. Pursuit of Fortune, I can take all of these, give myself some coins, and give myself some Valor points. Again, no use to me currently because I have... What have I got in Valor points? Okay, so I've got, basically I've got 1.3 trillion Valor points that I will never get to use unless they decide to bring out, hey, how you doing? You're late. No problem. Welcome to the party. I don't know what you got at the end of that. I was just talking here. I've just done the... I have done the first summons in Bob. Did you see actually the prizes I got there? Well, you'll be able to look at it later on the video. So what are we in about? Can I see how far we've been on for? No, I can't see how long the live stream is going. I should be able to. Let's see. Okay, 21 minutes view duration. No, that might be since you've arrived. Anyway, maybe you saw it, maybe you didn't. I'm sure you'll be able to see it again later. Why can I not change that back now? Anyway, good to have you here. I probably will be able to stay around until the next summons comes up, but we'll see how it goes. Maybe, maybe not. There we go. I can move that back across. Yeah, how is the sound? How is that music in the background? Is it too noisy or is it okay? Yeah, perfect. Watch it later. You'll be able to see it. Yeah, it basically was just me crashing into Tin Man repeatedly. And now I'm going to have to make myself some troops, actually. And let me just get my calculator back up here. And I can do some numbers. Okay, so 176 times 10. So let me pull up a calculator. And I can work it out from there. So I use a calculator to run my numbers. I use the troop calculator to have a look and see how many troops I need given my my Hercules current level. And he is at 393, and he probably will level up 1.9 trillion experience points. I should get that on the next one, so he'll be up to 394. But currently he is on, it's 176,000. You can give the layer a little bit louder if you want. No, it's all good. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't too noisy for you guys, but that you can kind of hear it in the background. I made a slight adjustment on that. If you like it a little bit louder, I can certainly turn it up a wee bit. Let me just kick this up a little and bring this up to there. Leave it at that and see how that gets on. Can I lock that actually? I don't think I can. Yeah, I just want to be conscious that you can hear what I'm saying and the music in the background isn't drowning out me talking. So yeah, okay. So basically I was just saying I work out my leadership for my hero that's doing the attacking on this, and then I will take my troop numbers for, in this case, G8 and G9, S8, S9, M7, M9. So I do take an extra squad of monsters because they are important. And then once I have the numbers there, I'll multiply them by 10. So I'll go in here and make some troops actually. And don't forget to switch my gear and all my captains in that are going to give me my food boost and troop training boost. And now we can have a look at my food. Okay, so I'm down to 4,400 per hour and my production speed is 11,700 per hour. Okay, so I'm going to go with just 10 squads, enough for 10 attacks for the next one. So if you want to pop up any messages there or ask me anything while I'm doing this, I can jump between what you're asking and training. So I'll just talk to myself while I'm doing this. So 3,900, and I currently have 1178 is 2732, 2732, and train. Speed ups, I have a lot of, this is something that a lot of players, lower level players, you won't have in the game. And this is, you get these hand over fist as you progress in the game. You'll get them a lot. You won't have to worry about them. There's a lot of things you won't have to worry about. In fact, as you grow your account and get stronger and bigger, and you will find that everything else falls into place. It certainly is a game that is heavily weighted towards large players, and it's very hard for the small players to basically get to this point in the game. But when you do, believe me, it does get a lot easier. So, I mean, you wouldn't necessarily even have to have mercenaries to attack this monster. You could just use silver troops, and once you have enough silver there, which you will do if you're killing the Rise of Ancients epics, then you can fire through this game really, really fast. So let me just use a few speed ups here and get this underway. Okay. Many of the G8 flyers I need 7,050 minus 1404. I just like to have an exact number in case you're wondering what I'm doing. So I know I need 7,050 G8 flyers to do 10 attacks. I already had 1,404, so I'm just subtracting 7,050. Well, I'm subtracting 1,404 from 7,050, and then I know I need 5,646 to bring me up to that number, which means that when I go in, if it was my first attack and I trained my troops correctly, I will know that I need that exact number. I'll show you exactly what I mean now. That's complete. So 7,050, I know that in my attack when I'm setting these up, for example this, I need 391, these I need 705, and that's why I do these in multiples of 10, because it's very easy then to work it out when you go straight to the attack. Hopefully that makes sense. G9 mounted, I need 39,100 and subtract 11,780, so I need 27,320. What's the weather in your part of the world like today? We got a bit of rain here. It was a nice morning, but it's raining now, unfortunately. It was forecast. I think it's a bit of rain today, a lot tomorrow, and then I think it's to settle down a little bit again. What I also do on this, as you probably see, is I do a selection of speed ups. I don't just select them all, but maybe that's just a little bit of my OCD creeping through. How many do I need? G8 mounted is 70,500. Subtract 1650 equals 68,850. Okay, so I need 68,850 of them. I can't make that many, so we go with 62,850, and then I can add an extra 6,000. Make sure that's right. So yeah, I'll use a few, whatever the way I'm doing this is I'm using the ones that are more than the other ones. I'll tend to leave the 7-day ones until later on. You can train a lot of troops. Obviously, look, it's not much to have to worry about. I could literally just click the speed up all 8 hours and use whatever amount of 8 hours goes into 7 days. In fact, I will in this case. But yeah, I do like to just save them. Okay, so 64,850. That's odd. That didn't work right. 60. What did I say I needed these? Oh yeah, 70,500. So I need another 6. That's right. I was second guessing myself there. It's a bit of a boring video, this. I hope that's okay. But I need to do it, and I may as well be live, because at least if anyone's here, they can ask me a question. So G9, I need 78,200 minus 23, 560, 554, 640. Train. And we go with the 8 hours. No, we go 15 and then 8 and 6. 78,200. Is that right? Yes. 78,200. 78,200 minus 23, 560. Did you 640? Did you think of any questions that you wanted to ask me? Better keep an eye on Discord in the background there as well. 23. I could wait for my clanmates to do the complete speed up on it after using a few, but I like to just get through it. Like I say, it's not going to be a case of losing or not having enough speed ups to train these troops. 141,000, one less, minus 42,200 equals 98. When you're training troops like this, always keep a close eye on your food, because if it goes above, you will then suddenly be spending more money on silver, and you don't want to be doing that. Okay, speed up. It's kind of very elevator music, this, isn't it? Maybe I'll stick something else on in a minute. There might be just a little bit more life in it. And 98,800. Train. There is a lot of box clicking in this game, as you know. Yeah, it gets a little bit laborious that way from time to time. Now, did I do everything here? I was supposed to do G8s, G9s. Okay, now I'm on specialists. And I need 395, 3,950, 3,950. I should really use my brain. It's not that hard to divide 3,950 and 99 from 3,950. But I'm in a lazy mood today, so we'll use the calculator. 3,851. Actually, let's just change a bit of music now while we can. And I want music, and I want to, what will we have? Genres. Let's try a little bit of, let's try a little bit of rock. If this is too much, let me know. But it might wake me up. I'm using a, is there even any sounds coming through now? Yes, it's there. It's just very quiet. Okay. Yeah, what was I saying? I use an application called Epidemic Sound. All of the tracks on these are all they're all why did that not go to the back. Oh, it's okay. They're all royalty free. So a lot of it is made up. It's AI generated, etc. So I'm not plagiarizing anybody's music. I'm not causing any copyright infractions on my channel. And that's why it is this and not something that you would recognize from an actual original track. But yeah, it's safe for everybody, and then I can keep my channel up because nobody gets annoyed at me using their music. 7080. It's good. I'm not giving a shout out to Epidemic Sound, but I have only started using it, and it's good. You can find some you can find some nice tracks on it. It's not all instrumentals. There are some with lyrics on it as well. And there's a lot of different genres you can choose from. I think you can make a free account actually, and you get a basic set to be able to listen to some tracks. 6480. How many do we need of them? 600 to add. Yeah, this is quite timid, this track. Wasn't what I was expecting on rock. Anyway. Okay. 99. So 39,500 minus 990 equals 38,510. Again, if this is too loud music-wise, let me know and I can drop the sound volume down. I don't want it coming through the microphone as well. I might just increase that. I actually like to hear it a bit myself. Now, hopefully that's not giving feedback. I don't know if that can happen through this situation. But I think the mic only picks up what's in front of my face versus the sound coming from the computer speakers in the background or a little bit further away. Okay, so that was supposed to be 39.5. That's perfect. And then we want 70,800. Minus 3,668 equals 67,132. We'll have to go 63,132. And then add another 4,000. Help, speed up. Perfect. Okay, 66, and I need another 4,000. Okay, and now we're on to, I have a few scouts there. I tend to always have scouts because I will do some scouting. I'll be, after this event, I'm going to move my silver out and I'm going to do a bit of hunting this week. Well, after the weekend. I tend to try and keep the weekends free for family. I'm not sure if you guys do, or if you have family, children, grandchildren, parents, etc., etc., and you spend some time at the weekends. I think a lot of people it tends to be quieter at the weekends than it would be during the week. Okay, so S9 mounted, S9 ranged MLE. I need 70,000. No, that's SS8. Where's my 9? Oh yeah, sorry, there it is. 79,000 minus 11,482 equals 67,518. I'll just shut up talking here to myself, and you can listen to the music in the background. That beat sounds like the start of a Billy Idol track, actually. Hey, little sister, what have you done? White Wedding. That's it. Anyway, there's a bit of useless information. Yeah, they did say that some of the music on these tracks would be similar to other tracks you've heard, but that's AI for you, right? Oh yeah, I nearly forgot about my dragons. So on my dragons, what I normally do, I have three levels that I'm using. I'm using my T2 monsters, T1 and M7s. So basically I just bring these up to a nominal level each time. I usually have 200 of these, 300 of these and 400 of these. So that's what I'll just continue to do on that. On food, I am okay. So I should be just about on my top level by the time I finish training these few monsters. Back to the music. Enjoy. Oh yeah, 2, 3 and 400 I meant. I also don't need to use my calculator for this. Easy. Just to show you that I actually do use my brain from time to time. I was doing a few citadels earlier on. That's another thing I want to just show you. How you can take down a level 20 and 25 citadel, a cursed citadel that is. When you get to a certain size again, it's going to be possible to do that. Let me just see. Yeah, it's going to be possible to do that with a small amount of mercenaries. Once you hit guardsman level 6, you'll get the top mercenaries in the game, and from then it's all you're flying. A few tasks here, and then I will show you what I mean. Okay, so I have a level 25 cursed citadel down to a fine art. Let us go to one. And I use 3 particular captains, and they are Wu Zetian, our flying captain. I also use Ramses for health. He gives health to the entire army. It's applicable to his level, by the way, so 270% plus 270% to the 270. He could be leveled up, but will he give a health boost? Yeah, it's an extra 15%. I've been a bit slow to do anything with him, to be honest. I know you get fragments for him in something. Maybe it's Triumphal Challenge. But anyway, so yeah, I give her the flying artifact, but I don't use any armor on her. For him, I will give him something that will boost the health in the attack. So let's take the Lord Ifrit's belt off my Hercules for a minute. And the third captain I use in this is Ingrid. And she gives a boost to monsters. Again, applicable to her level 280, level 280. It's a 280 health and strength. And I give her the monster artifact, which is a Griffin Wing Mask. And there's a health and strength boost to that. But again, I don't use any armor on her. So I select attack. And I select just those 3 captains. I don't need my hero for this. I don't use my dragon for this. And I can use my top level monsters. So in this case, I use 3 of these. To say what they are, Fire Phoenix 2 and Fire Phoenix 1. I use 3, 4, and I also use 2 of the Wind Lords. And then I use 300 of the my normal siege engines, but I don't have any of them left, so I will just use 150 because I believe these are double. So 55, 330, and 2750. Yeah, so I can use half. So I would normally use 300 of these to take the walls down. So in this case, I'll only have to use 150 of these. Just make sure that my Great Marshal is on. Everything else, Valor points, well, I'll leave that off for the time being. And my Strength and Health is on as well. So off I go to attack this citadel, and I'll use my speed ups. And you will see the result. So basically this will be lossless. And it's very useful to be able to attack a 25 citadel, because you will give a clan gift from the citadel. Let's just have a quick look and see. So that gave me an 8-hour speed up. Other people may have got something better. I don't think they give tar, but if you look at the attack report, you can see that I had no losses. And if I click show details, you can also see that my cannons took out the walls in one go, which is what you always want to happen. They got first hit, the monster got the first hit against me, but I had no losses because each attack that's made basically is in such an order that my monsters can then withstand the whole way to the end through their health the attacks from the squads within that citadel. Now, it isn't possible to do, I don't believe it's possible, I've never seen one, whether it's possible or not, to do a lossless hit on level 25. I don't think it is. I think it's a case of only being able to do it on the cursed one. I'm just going to drop that sound down a bit again. Don't know if that was too loud. In fact, that might have been too loud. That might have been very annoying, but I've just dropped the sound down in the background there. So yeah, but basically that's my attack there, and I can do these level 25 citadels all day long and have no losses. You can do similar on a level 10 and a level 15 at a lower level. So you, for example, on 24 million might, you'd be able to do that using, I think, 5 War Eagles and your flying captain, or 5 War Eagles and not War Eagles, sorry, 5 Wyvern. So Wyvern being the, you know what Wyvern are. Let me see if I have any there. Yeah, so these are Wyvern here. So you can use these and attack a level 15 with 5 of them, and that will be lossless. You can attack a level 1, or sorry, you can attack a level 10 with 1 of them. And in both cases, you can either use Wu Zetian or use Captain Ingrid, whichever is the higher in your case. Maybe you don't have Wu yet, but Captain Ingrid is useful because it will help her. Well, for the amount of XP she'll get from it, it won't make a massive difference. But if you did a lot of them during the day, it'll eventually give her some XP and she might level up a level or two. And the stronger again she gets for this particular task, it's quite handy. So yeah, that's what I do on the cursed 25s. I just select those same 3 captains again. And I can do them, I think. Let me just have a look. Did I save one in my journal? I think I did. Yeah, so I can use 3, 4, and one of the well, the Wind Lords I have anyway, so it doesn't make any difference. I was going to say I can use one of the Wyvern, 150 of the cannons, and then I go with 3 and 4 of these, and then I don't have to use the Wind Lord, but I was using the Wind Lord earlier on because I didn't have any Wyverns. I only picked them up in the Mercenary Exchange. Speaking of Mercenary Exchanges, I better go quickly and get some mercenaries. Nearly forgot, because I certainly ran through a few there doing those tasks. So I'll show you my setup for going to Mercenary Exchanges. Hopefully the guys here will throw a few up in the group channel. I think I did mention that yesterday, that I go maybe looking for a few Mercenary Exchanges with you. Yeah, let me just see that attack was lossless. Yeah, so you see again there. Now this time I got attacked, but even if I had got attacked first, the Wyvern is still strong enough that it can do damage to make that a lossless attack. Okay, so let's go into Mercenary Exchange mode. So the 3 captains I use for this are, I use Stror, and I use him with no, sorry, I don't use Stror. Put Stror back. I use Proscope, and I leave him set up with the Scouts, basically the speed gem. So the gear he has on there is for specialists, but he's very fast running to these. I also use Ji Guiying, and she also, I think, no, maybe I don't use her now. I'm getting confused here. I definitely use Tangle because he gives a boost to speed, and I also have him set up. No, I didn't put any on him. Who was the 3rd captain I used earlier on? Carter? Actually forgotten now. No, it wasn't Carter either, because I used somebody that had the speed gems. I'll use Stror. It'll be fine. But I can't remember who it was now. So, to look for Mercenary Exchanges, what I would normally do is I go to my nearby kingdom. And basically, I will just scroll the map. By that, I basically will just do this, and I will just keep scrolling along. This is viable, and you can do this working from a PC. On a phone, this is impossible. Well, I think it's impossible anyway, because I've tried to do it on the phone, and your head would be wrecked. So basically, I'm just scrolling along here, and I'm just looking for a Mercenary Exchange. Might find one, I might not find one. In a kingdom close to me, it's sometimes worthwhile just trying nearby, because if you can find a close one, you might be able to run and get a few exchanges quickly. I know there are some chats in the game that are specific for exchanges. I'll maybe just actually throw a couple up there for you. Oh, if I do this now, it's going to mess everything up. Don't do that then. That's okay. So we want the stream back, but we want the stream as a small window. I knew this is going to really annoy me today. What do we want as well? And down here, I want this. Okay. Sorry, bit of a delay there. I was setting up my screen again. Yeah, where was I? An exchange. So if you go to find chat, click on find chat, and in here you want to put all capitals EXEHANGE, hit return, and that will bring you to a page that is for exchanges. Oh, it doesn't exist. Okay, maybe it's exchanges. Oh, that doesn't exist. They must have changed it or must have deleted some. EXEHANGE. I know these exist because I was only in them recently. There you go. But you get a lot of rubbish in it, so that doesn't help me. If I remember my exchanges, I will put them in here. So for now, I'll just do a bit of scrolling on the map. 152. Let's go way down the map. Another thing you can do is basically just click on the screen with your mouse and go drop down and down and down in kingdoms. You might be lucky enough to come across one. There's no rhyme or reason. I know somebody made a piece of software that supposedly helps you find them. I presume it's looking for a particular color. I think they were selling it, or it's available on Google Play Store, if I remember rightly. But I didn't bother investing in it. To me, it's a waste of money. I'd rather just do it this way. You still had to scroll the map. It didn't find it for you automatically. So you still had to do what I am doing now and scroll around the map, but you can do it a little bit faster. You could kind of do it like this, and I think it would pick it up. It basically gave a tone, a beeping tone, if it found that particular item for you. But yeah, I wouldn't waste my money on that because I'm happy enough to try and search and find them myself. Generally, I'll always find the odd one, and where I don't, my clan will help me there, and they'll all be looking for them as well. My timer was up, I think, at 3 p.m, so I will be able to get some mercenaries now. It would be nice to fill a card. But yeah, let's see how this goes. I tend to always go to either the top or the bottom of a kingdom. In case you're wondering is there actually a rhyme and reason to the way I'm doing this. So I would go start at one point on the map, usually at the right hand or left hand side of a kingdom, and basically I will go 2 clicks and drags to the left or right, and then I will do 5 or 6 drags, click drag up into the map, and then go 2 to the left and then go back down. So that's usually the way I do it. Let's try up the top of this, wherever it is. So we're in 159 at the minute. When I was up in my old kingdom, I used to be up on K70. I used to play with the DOD clan, Death on Demand. Good bunch of guys. Enjoyed my time there until I decided to come south, and I came south more because I was just looking for a more relaxed time playing the game. I wanted to just enjoy it a bit more and do what I'm doing now, just help people out. But this is before I'd made a decision to start a YouTube channel. I haven't regretted it yet. Let's see if we can find any. I might take a look further down your direction actually in a minute, down by K205. Be interesting to see if there's anything down that way, and then you could see if you can run to it let me know if you're still online there, because if you are, then that's what I'll do now, and I'll have a look down around 205 and see if I can actually select a mercenary exchange. I should be able to. I don't think it prevents me from selecting mercenary exchanges on closed kingdoms. In fact, that's what I should do now and go and check and see if I can do that. It, as you see, it's pretty laborious work, this. It can take a long time for you to find one, but if you do find one and it's a virgin, it means that you have it yourself, and you can obviously gather some mercenaries before somebody else finds it. Yeah, let's have a look a bit further south. Oh, I think somebody just found one. Let me go back there. So 62, okay, well this is way up north. Yeah, and by the time I get up there, I might get one trade. Oh no, 15 minutes. Okay, that's a pity. So my goods only refresh in 15 minutes. So I'm wasting my time even looking for mercenary exchanges. But let me do what I was going to do, and I will go down south and go to a kingdom that isn't open and see if I can find a mercenary exchange. They're all Bronze League, Bronze League, Bronze League, Bronze League, Bronze League. Okay, so let's have a look on K193. So by going into this kingdom, obviously I can drag, but if I click on a city, it says in 20 days. So yeah, actually 20 days, and you're below 193, so yeah, it could be a while. So I'll just have a little drag around here and see if I can find a mercenary exchange, and then let's start over on the left-hand side. Okay, so I'll see if I can find a merc exchange, and if I can, then I'll click on it and see if it's possible for me to travel to it. And I did this at some stage before, but I actually cannot remember whether it was possible for me to interact with the merc exchange on the closed kingdom. I have a funny feeling it wasn't. Oh, there's one. Okay, so if you are still online, go have a look. How can I give you? See, I can't even give you the coordinates for that. Let me see if I can. No, I can't. So basically, oh, actually, hang on a second. This kingdom above, I think, is in the league. Okay, so that's K189. So basically, if you can get to the coordinates of this, it's nearly a straight line below me. So I'll put those coordinates in there, okay? This is another stupid part of this game. So go to K189 and X coordinates are of this crypt 676. Y is 956. Okay, so if you go to those coordinates, and that will center on the screen, and just basically drag, click and drag directly down. And if I'm right, there it is, just there. Okay, so by dragging directly down, you should get to this mercenary exchange. I'd like you to try clicking on that and see, tell me if you can or can't access that merc exchange. Because if you can't, then the nearest kingdom that you could access a merc exchange on would be the one that I've just directly come from above. So let's have a look on that one in the meantime. And we'll start down at the bottom. I'll work from the left side of the screen to the right. So I can click on anything in here, which means that I should be able to travel to here if I find one. Now obviously if you watch this video, for anybody watching this video post stream, you won't be able to do what I just did because that exchange will be gone. If it's accessible. But it must be accessible. Surely the other kingdoms that aren't open yet are able to get exchanges, otherwise they just expire. Now I'm trying to, or beginning to have a bad memory about this, that it was a case that our kingdoms, before they opened, you were not able to get mercenaries. I have a funny feeling that's the case. Anyway, I should keep searching here. It doesn't mean that in a kingdom that is locked that you can't, though. Although, yeah, you said you weren't able to click on me to send me an attack report. Isn't that right? Yesterday. That's something that they should definitely rectify. Because what's the point in having mercenary exchanges in kingdoms that aren't open, that aren't accessible? Like, why? Yet another. Oh no, I know. I need to take some angry pills when it comes to talking about the developers in this damned game. Maybe they'll watch my video someday if they're bored, and they'll listen to my ranting and raving about them. They may have listened to the one I made already. Hopefully they did. Hopefully they took note. But I doubt it very much. They're not going to change the game for little old me. I was serious about a players' council though. If anybody watched that video, excuse my yawning, it must just be this time of the day. Because I was the same yesterday. Mercenary exchanges are slim pickings as usual. I shall mute while I scroll, and then I can have a cough. If I find one, I'll come back. And then I'll see if there's anybody here. You may not be online, and that's probably why you haven't tried that exchange, because I'm sure you would have let me know if it worked for you. Anyway, in the meantime, back muted. By the way, I did cut another video earlier on today that you might find useful. It was just speaking about Carter when you were asking me yesterday about what level your captains were. You sent me those couple of screenshots. I just did a little one regarding Carter and the importance of getting good gear for him. You can either use the normal crypt gear, but ideally if you can get the Omniscience gear, that stuff is really good if you can get it to a high enough level. Yeah, that video will probably go up at some stage this afternoon or thereabouts. Yeah, that's the plan anyway. But it depends on how I get on here and how close to dinner time it gets me. I may have to shoot off and keep the fam happy. That's what's most important. Real life trumps games any day. Not having much luck on a Merc exchange here. I might have to expand my range. Do, 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 do. You don't realize the amount of time that you actually spend on this game until you look at the clock. Just sitting here scrolling, it's been like, it's been over half an hour, nearly. And that's from just scrolling the map looking for mercenary exchanges. This was why I made a point to them that mercenary exchanges should be something that can be found the same way as crypts, the same way as citadels using the watchtower. Why this cat and mouse ridiculous scenario of people having to scroll maps or use chat rooms that are full of bots to try and find mercenary exchanges in the game. Make a level playing field, please, developers. You know we need silver anyway to get these mercenaries. If you made more mercenary exchanges, then you would gain more money because people would still purchase mercenaries because you can get them in larger numbers. Trimark Exchange didn't work. Locked Kingdom. Okay, right. 30 minutes. And then can't exchange. Yeah, I know. It's a disaster, isn't it? It's just so wrong. So wrong what they're doing to people. And as a matter of interest, it didn't work, but it was a locked kingdom. Okay, I still haven't found one in this kingdom above you. Am I still in 191, 189? Yeah, I am. Oh no, I moved up another one. I should go back down then if that's the case. Now that I know you're there, let's have a look around here. Oh, there you go. Give that a try. No. I was just on this kingdom. It's the same one, is it? No, that's another one. So there's a second one now. Like, they're just going to sit there. What a total and utter waste. Oh, these developers need a slap. I just noticed all my... let me make an adjustment here. I must have made an adjustment on my screen and my chat blocker was active. Not that it matters. We're all friends around here now, right? It doesn't matter that I have 3 billion in silver there. Nobody will be getting anywhere next to near it. I don't know why I even bother with this. Anyway, let me just adjust that. Shorter and longer, and then drag up. That's better. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, that's two. That's two exchanges in that same kingdom that we can't go to. Crazy. Let me see. I have to be able to find one on here, surely. 5th of May, your kingdom will open. Okay, that's interesting. That's good. Sure, hey, maybe I'll come and pay you a visit. It means I'd have to leave for 37 days, but if there was more people down in that kingdom that I could work with and were members, then, hey, anything's possible. Let's just find a damned merc exchange. Just going to mute again here while I'm searching. How's that volume on the music? Is it okay? I made a couple of adjustments. One of the tracks seemed to be a bit loud, so I did drop it down a little bit. Although I have a funny feeling that you won't be able to... Okay, good. I have a funny feeling that you won't be able to visit an exchange outside if it's telling you when you tap on My City that you can't interact until your kingdom is unlocked. So I have a funny feeling that even if I do find a Merc exchange, it's not going to be any good to you. But let's see. This is a most laborious and boring task, but I do it every mercenary exchange day because you just gotta do it, right? There's things that you have to do and there's things that you don't have to do. This is one that I have to do because it's going to be another... Look at these two cities. Ooh, interesting. 122, it's too far away, otherwise I might send a scout against that. Oh yeah. I was lucky last night. I ran a few, or did a bit of searching last night, and I found 3 exchanges in the space of 30 minutes. And today is the exact opposite. 30 minutes and found none. I might try a little bit higher. Let's go up to another one. What are we on now? 184. When I'm searching for exchanges on my own, I'll often just stop by if I see an interesting city, just to see if it's unshielded, what it may have, and then I might pinpoint it using the little pin for checking later, or portals for that matter. If I see a portal that there's a lot of ingots in, I'll also do the same, and maybe go back and have a look later on when I have time. It is a tough time of the day, this, to find exchanges. Everybody is trying to grab some mercenaries before they have to do their summons. A lot of them do summons on the last day. We do it, and we do it for the reason that it gives us enough time to be able to find mercenaries in the first 2 days. But yeah, it doesn't always work. It's not as easy as that. I'm sure anybody who plays a console game, a shoot 'em up game as we used to call them when we were kids, I'm sure they're looking at me now, if they were looking at me now, saying, oh my god, what a boring game. Why would you spend... Oh, there we go. Okay, there's a mercenary exchange. Give that a go. Are you still there? Have a look at that and take down the coordinates. I'll write them in the chat just in case you're not, but I'm going to start running to this now in a minute. So it's K184. Oh yeah, okay, you are there. So it's K184, X95, 925, and Y739. See if you can run to that exchange. I'm going to go because I need mercenaries. What do I want actually? 2 hours and 2 minutes, but it won't be as long as that. Get some wyvern. I want to get all the big monsters, the heavy hitting monsters. Speed up. Okay, so for me, that's okay. I'm gonna have a look at that screenshot you sent me now. You can interact with other kingdoms. Yeah, okay. So you're basically just not allowed to use mercenary exchanges. That's a bit of a disaster. You should send a ticket to support and say you're disgusted. What's the point in playing this game and having mercenary exchanges when you're not allowed to use them? These are the things that developers need to be aware of, and they need to do something about. It wouldn't cost them anything to just let you guys have mercenaries. You need them because it's not like you can't attack epics. Epics are still part of your kingdom there, be it Doomsday. What's the point in having Doomsday? I know you said you can get them sometimes from... yeah, I know I know I'm right. I'm not often right, or so my wife tells me. But in this case, I do think I'm right because I think it's ridiculous. We have to be able to get mercenaries, you know. Yeah, somebody else is seeing that, so I'll have to be fast here and try and get as many trades as possible. Yeah, I mean, you know, if they're gonna make the ancients events in your ancients epics events in your kingdoms, then yes, you need to be able to do what all the other open kingdoms are able to do and go to mercenary exchange. It wouldn't cost them. Look at it's code. It's God gets me so angry. Yeah, developers, disaster. Might make a video actually about that. I can't do it now because I need to jump offline shortly. Which one is good to take? Yeah, if and when it does open, try and work for the monsters that are the bigger hitters. In other words, the ones that have the better strength and health. Definitely better for them. I'd normally go for them first before I go for the likes of ranged and melee units. So that's what I do anyway. I just find that they give a better attack when you're hitting the epics. So if I go right down to where my mercs are at the end, okay, for example, yes, so let's just look at here. So 200 of the pounders killed 775 of these monsters, but only 10 of the salamanders killed 684 of those. You know, it's 598 killed by 10. So that's why I go for the bigger monsters. And if you're only sending 10, you're only losing one at a time, if that makes sense to you. Yeah, what else can I get while I'm here? Get some more pounders. They're not back yet. This is the problem when it's a long way away. But at least I'm getting a few, and whoever else has found it there isn't getting too many, so that's not too bad. What else have I got? Got a few more of the gallopers. And then I'll just switch to the ones that I have already. Yeah, gallopers there. Okay. So yeah, that's but another reason to go for the wyvern. For definite, you would always want to take the wyvern. So if you go to a trade there and there are wyvern there, always get them, because you will use them in the game aside from attacking epics. You'll use them for citadels, as I mentioned in... I don't think I mentioned this. I think I did mention this video earlier on. You may not have been here. That's a lot of silver. Yeah, it is a lot of silver. But it is worthwhile when you get them, even if you only got wyverns and there's 2 available. Yeah, there's 30, so you could have got 48 from this. Well, it wouldn't be 45 from this. It wouldn't be as many as that. But yeah, if you can get the wyvern, they're definitely worth getting, because you can kill citadels with them. Now I'm down to the last few here. Let's get a few more cannons, and let's get a few more war eagles, and let's get some Slavic warriors. Might run out of this exchange now shortly if somebody else has found it, which they have. What are we up to now? 72% gone. Yeah, I need to save. Silver is going to be a real pain in the butt when you realize how much of it you're going to need. Like, oh yeah, I might just be able to clear this exchange actually. Yeah, I think I will. If these all hit at the same time, perfect. Did I get that exchange? Yes, I did. Okay, great. So yeah, the silver that you will go through it's mind-boggling. Believe me, it really is mind-boggling. You'll be amazed how much silver you're going to spend, you're going to need in this game. And that's why it's very important to have a silver city, a silver alt, which basically is an alternate account that you have that will create silver for you. On the videos that I've done previously, the one I use, my silver alt that just does nothing but make silver, is the with the username Robin Hood, and that runs me about 3 million silver per hour, depending on whether all of the bonuses, clan bonuses, are active. So yeah, 3 million per hour, so that's what 72 million per day I get from that, and that goes basically to my account here or to my my other small alt, depending on whether I need it at the time. Yeah, it's a lot, but I need it. I need that amount. Like, for me to build that army that I've just built there now, to hit 10 times against the epic, has cost me just short of 1 billion, probably about 720 million silver, and that's just to hit this epic 10 times and then delete all the troops, all the silver troops, i.e. troops that are made with silver. What am I on here? 152. Might be hard to find one here. I think the 2 clans here. Yeah. Yeah, I know it is pretty sickening, but the upshot of that is I do get a lot of silver through the clan, in the clan I'm in. So it's not all about having to make the silver. The silver gifts that you get from killing epics, specifically killing this particular epic, are very beneficial, and that'll keep you going. I did say a little bit earlier on, but you can pretty much be self-sufficient in a big clan when you get to the stage that you have G8, G9 troops and specialists 8 at minimum. You know, at that point, monsters as well. You don't really need mercenaries as much. If you go back and skip through this video on a couple of things I did and talked about that you may have missed, you'll see what I mean about doing citadels. Did you see me attack any citadels, the cursed citadels, Or were you away from the keyboard when I did that? These red lines that you can see, they're people obviously running from kingdoms far away. That's why they're not dotted. The further you run, march from the... okay, we'll watch the whole one again. Great. Basically, I just showed attacking citadels just using my monsters. And I didn't have any losses. So I can basically take down a level 25 cursed citadel. I can't do it with an elven citadel. I can only do it with a level 25 cursed, that's one there. And that's beneficial. Beneficial for you guys in clan as well to be able to do it. And that's where the wyvern come in handy. Just to say it again, so basically using either your flying captain, which can be Wu Zetian, or indeed Brunhild, or you have a fairly strong Ingrid, Captain Ingrid. You can use her with the wyvern. And with one wyvern, without her wearing any battle armor, but with her, yeah, you did miss a few things, but with her wearing just the artifact, you will be able to kill a level 10 citadel just using one wyvern, or you'll be able to kill a level 15 citadel. These are the elven citadels now I'm talking about, using 5 wyvern. So that's the importance of having the wyvern, and if you have them, then it means you can basically just attack citadels. And citadels, as you probably know by now, do give tar as chest gifts sometimes. So if you got all of your clan doing the same thing, you could get some good gifts from it, be it tar, some gold I think you get from citadels as well. I think you get march speed up. So it's not just all about crypts. Citadels are something that you can just basically sit and do all day long. And while your kingdom is closed as well, what you might have a chat about with your other clanmates there, and possibly your leader or the leaders of the 2 strongest clans there, if they can agree to on a specific day not attack each other, and all you do is you go after citadels. But because your kingdom is locked, it means people can't attack your portals. So what we do is we put portals out all around the kingdom, okay, in many different areas. And it means then that anybody who's going to crypts or going to citadels can basically have a faster transition to those things. So that works really well. If you got two members, 2 of your top members, and you open maybe 10 or 12 portals in good areas around the kingdom, then you can all crypt and attack citadels to your heart's content. And obviously if nobody else is attacking you, then that's good, but might be worthwhile. I know you said you do have a bit of a battle between the top 2 clans there. Well, if 2 of you can agree to have a day that you just do citadels, it would definitely be beneficial to both clans. Help growth, and drive clan wealth as well, which is so important. Oh, it's hard to find a second. I know this isn't making great watching. If there was lots of members here, I probably would be doing something else, because this is just so boring to watch. But I just need these mercenaries now, because we're going to have our second summons in 10-12 minutes, and I am going to have to be active and ready to go. Just give me one last exchange. Come on, game. Play ball. I'll have to try somewhere else. This is just a waste of time. 152 is nothing here. Let's go up a kingdom. Good. That's good to hear. If that's something to bring to the table, say you're talking to somebody who has a lot of experience in the game. What actually, there's a question for you. What's or who or what is the biggest player in your kingdom? What's the top player's might level? I don't think I can even see that. I know if you look at other kingdoms, it does show what the top player is and what the top clan is. It actually shows who the king is in the kingdom, but it also shows what the top player is. So, yeah, good times for you indeed. It can be a little bit more relaxed then, so that's great. As you see, I'm clicking on the odd city here. 205. So 193 million might. Is that the top player in the kingdom? Is he king too? Yeah. Okay. And you see so you see the hero he's using? That's Guan Yu. So he gets first strike. So apart from maybe the he's crazy. Yeah, some of the big guys are. We'll see what size he is when it eventually comes time for the kingdom to open. But yeah, Guan Yu is the hero. The hero that he's using is the one that you want when you're doing conquest point runs. Obviously, it means he gets first attack versus an opponent. Not so sure that is true of him attacking monsters. I don't think the attack matters in that case. But yeah, if you have a chat with him and tell him that you've been talking to a large player, and if you guys have a truce going, that it would be very beneficial for him and his clan growth to do a Citadel day. Did you join actually the chat that I told you about? Oh, you did actually, because you told me about another one, the Wolf's Citadels one. That's a really good one as well. But to be able to do the level 10 and 15 Citadels lossless is really useful. Cannot find an exchange. Always the way. When you really need one, you can never find one. What's your leader like? Is he male, female, nice, not nice? I'm sure you're not going to say he's not nice, because then he might join my channel and you might see what you say about him. You're probably happy that you don't have mercenary exchanges now, because you see what I've been doing for like the last hour nearly. Oh, time just goes so fast in this game, you don't realize. Speaking of which, I'm going to have to put the oven on now in a minute. Get ready for dinner. Another way to find mercenary exchanges is to follow these lines, but you never know if they're going north or south. So it's not always very straightforward. Going to just mute here and step away from the PC for 1 minute. And I'm back. What are you saying? Your feeling is that your clan's helpful and nice. Okay, well that's good. Clan of experience. Yeah, that's good. It's good to know. It's important. It is very important. There are in this game, there are a lot of people who will start alternate accounts. So it is very possible, and they won't always bring their alternate accounts to the kingdom that they're in. They may leave them in the kingdom that they start them in, and that is pot luck. You can't decide what kingdom you're going to start in. You can move to a kingdom, obviously, up to the time that your capital, before your capital is level 11. So yeah, I've no doubt that there's guys in your kingdom that are in other kingdoms. They may not tell people that, but a lot of people would just make a second account for whatever reason. They may decide that they want to then move from the kingdom that they're currently in with their main and come down to that kingdom, so 2 or 5 for example, or even the kingdoms below you again. Yes, I cannot find another exchange. And even my clan are quiet today. Normally they're all putting up exchanges. They must have filled their card already. There'll be a lot of this. Actually, can you fast forward a story? You probably can. Stupid question. What I might do actually on this video is I might do a bit of editing on it, and I might cut it and take out some of the pauses, etc., etc. So I can do that with the software that I use. I purchased a fairly decent editing software for the videos, so I can so I can edit out a lot of the pauses. There's a button that I can just press to do that. So I might do that rather than just leave it with a lot of gaps of me saying nothing, and at least that'll leave a little bit easier to watch afterwards. If that's okay by you. I don't think it changes. I don't think it makes any difference to the chat transcript when I do editing like that. I don't think it does. I think the transcript will stay the same for the video. I think it's separate to it. Well, it is separate to it actually. No, it's okay. Thanks. I have most of the card filled. It was just to give me an extra few mercenaries, so I had the card fully filled. But it's no big deal. It's okay. But thanks for the offer. Yeah, sorry, card meaning so if I was able to click on a mercenary exchange now, I'd be able to show you what I mean. Basically, just what the card means is that when you fill your card, in other words, when you have got all of the mercenaries to fill your card, so you've got a full set. Okay, here's a mercenary exchange here, K66, and I'll show you what I mean. So if I click trade, so this whole page here is what I mean by fill the card. Okay, so I'm going to 4 hours. Oh no, I can't go to that. It's too far. Okay, that's no use to me. Thanks, but no thanks. Yeah, so that's what I mean by fill the card. Okay. Other people might call it something else. Don't know what else you'd say. I've completed all my mercenary exchanges, but just filling your card makes kind of sense in a way. It's easier to explain. But yes, if nobody knew that, then they would probably look at you as if you got 4 heads, 10 heads even. Say, what are you talking about? And I see we're a little bit late on summoning our next Bob. I'd say he will be summoned now very shortly. But anyway, I'm ready to go. There's another epic event coming up now. Okay, let's check we have everything on. Valor points, I'll turn them on even though I don't need them. Strength, cool. Just getting ready here because I just got notification that they're going to summon the next Tin Man, and then I will start attacking. Okay, I'm going to have to switch back now and start attacking this epic and get my points and forget about exchange for the while. Let me just change back to the captain I want, and I might actually change my hero while I'm here as well. Haman, I don't know if it says clan bonuses are twice as effective, but I don't know if it's specific to the hero or it also assists your captains. So we want to switch to him. I want to take back my Ifrit Lord's belt, and or maybe it's Lord Ifrit's belt. What is it? No, Ifrit Lord's belt. Okay. Anyway, I am ready to go, and let us kill some Tin Man. Yeah, so there's our level. He's 191, and he is 101 trillion in might, Valor Point might. Okay, I managed to get a few more mercenaries, so I can bump these up a little. Go 30 and 30, that would be 3 each time. Yeah, you're talking about my Hercules, is it? Yeah, he's pretty impressive, all right. 393. I should really start working on Cleo, but because he gives such a bonus and is so strong in this event, I think I will stick with him. Stay on 10, 50, 10. That's okay. Go to 200. That's 20 each time. I'll stick with that. Let's go to 800, 400. I'm just putting a splattering of mercenaries in here. Actually, I could go to 2. No, stay on 1, 5. I want them to be strong enough that they give me a decent hit each time, but I want them to last. And that's why I'm adjusting them downwards so as they can get more and more hits each time. Okay, so I'm going to have to set this up again. I knew this would happen. Yeah, he's good. He's definitely worthwhile having. Because he will give you a major boost in the game. Okay, 391. Now, why is this not... Oh, have I not got dragon? I did. Why is it not letting me select these? Oh, yeah. Because of the last hit I made on the last one. Okay, 391. No, 395. And this obviously is me just selecting my my troops for the first time. You only have to do that for the first time, and then after that it remembers the amounts that you carry. 3910 and 3950. G8 mounted is 7050. That's 7080. 7820 is correct. And this was 7900. 7900, 142, 141, 141, 142. Perfect. And I'll throw in 15 of those. And that fills my leadership up, okay? Just in case you're wondering what I was doing. So I want to use my full amount of leadership. And that's all my normal army, okay? This would be my mercenaries, and this then is my my monsters. Okay, so I could I could increase the amount of monsters I'm taking, but I'm happy to just take the amount I am because I have rounded them up. I don't like to take 32 monsters because it means I lose 4 monsters versus taking 30 monsters. I lose 3 each time because it's a 10% loss. So just bear that in mind. What else do I want to change? I think that's it. Yeah, good to go. And off we go. So let's see what this first hit is like. Okay, 601 billion. And if you had a look down my list, you would see that when the monster gets its attacks against me, it's only killing specialists. And this is what I'm so eager to get forward and explain to people, that you want your specialists to be the first to die, because it means your guardsmen are getting good kills every time, and they will always kill more than your specialists will. And just to prove that, can I prove that actually? 7. Yeah, okay, so 708 Royal Lions killed 9,193 of these. These are specialist. So if I go down now and look for my guardsmen, 705 of them killed 10,491. Okay, send some VP to you. I would if I could. Okay, so let's just go through this now. And this, I went over this in the video earlier on where you may not have been here. I just revive my my mercenaries and obviously my monsters as well. I have sacred potions, so I'm able to do that with them. And Did that glitch? Yes, it did. Okay, and then I also then will revive my monsters, but all my silver troops I'm going to delete after the 10 attacks that I carry out on this epic. There is a glitch in the game. You noticed how that disappeared and I didn't click it. It's just, it happens from time to time. Okay, so there my I knew he was close to leveling up, so he's gone up to 394 now. Okay, and into the same scenario again, where I'm just going to revive all my mercenaries. You'll see back in the video, but it was the prizes, the gifts from the chests. From the last kill, there was 1.2 million gold in it. And there was a billion odd silver, I think it was. So it will be similar on this one as well once we kill it. And we will want to kill it because we are changing capital, actually. We're going to change clan capital. So the next... Yeah, and that glitch is really annoying now, really starting to bug me because I'd waste gold if I was trying to bring that back. I'll talk about that in another video. Now, because he's gone up a level, by right, I should change my, using the troop calculator, I should change my, my troops, the amount of troops I'm carrying. But I'm not going to. I'm just going to stay with the way I am for now because it would mean then that my 10 attacks wouldn't match. So I'll just stick with what I've done up to now and I'm going to go with the same amount of troops, but I might carry a few more. So I could take some, I'll take some scouts, even though scouts are not a great unit to attack with, but it's all going to be extra kills. Okay, so that was my first attack, 601 billion. That was my second attack, 596. And this is my third attack, 606. So they're all in and around the same, as you can see. As I said earlier in the video, this is where it gets a pain because I don't have time to delete these troops as I go, so I have to scroll down the list, find my mercenaries and then revive them, whilst at the same time being careful not to press a wrong button in case I run out, in case I did run out of sacred potions. So won't click that, that's going to disappear. This is this glitch that I was talking about. So you click sometimes to revive something, and then it doesn't revive, and then it's there, and then it disappears. And if I click to revive again, I wonder, am I losing sacred potions and or gold if I was using gold to revive these? Yes, that's exactly what I do, 10 attacks every time. I did it in the, I did say it, mention it earlier on the video. So I train my troops, I go and have a look and see what my leadership is for the captain I'm going to use. And yes, I then multiply that and train for 10. I'll just repair my armor here. Like so, that's okay. And good to go. Okay. 30, let me just check this again. Sometimes when your armor is broken, it won't give you the right troop amounts. But that all seems fine. So we'll keep going. And let's just see where I am in the grand scheme of things as regards the clan. I am in 14th position, and I have hit my target now of 140 million. I needed 130 million minimum points. That's what's expected of players with G9 troops. This is so glitchy. You can clearly see that this is just, I just don't know if it's actually making a difference to my sacred potions. I'd love to know. It's really annoying. I don't know if you've noticed that glitch yourself. You know, that's like, it's crazy. I'll have to do a video of this and send it to the developers. I'm sure they know about it. I'm sure lots of other people have told them, but for me not to be selecting revive and it revive on its own is just redonkulous. That's a made up word, by the way. I mean, because I'm having to do what I'm doing here, I'm also losing time attacking. So this is another reason why the developers could make it a lot easier and just make something that you can instantly delete troops, because it means I could revive the ones that I need for the next attack. And then I could just click delete, just a delete button just here. And that means I could delete all of these remaining troops, which are no use to me because I'm going to delete them at the end of it all anyway. Just checking I'm all right in my mercs still. I might just drop that down so I don't run out of those. And that as well. Okay. Go. It's literally just a box clicking exercise. For the fear of repeating myself. We had 52 minutes on the clock to kill this epic, and we're down to 36 minutes now, and we're nearly at halfway point, so we should be okay for this one. The next one I won't be here for, but some people who may not have been here already will be coming in now, and they'll be able to attack the next one. So that's another good thing in a clan, a large clan, that you have everybody singing off the same sheet, and we all want to get the kill. Okay, up to 11th now, all good. Don't know what your taste in music is. Any particular genre you like? I'm a rocker at heart myself. Always liked rock music from way back in the day when I was only young. Good. I'll remember that rock is not something that. Well, look, it's good. I also have a fairly wide range of music. I'd like classical as well. I like some pop. I'm kind of a hear a track and like it, and I'll add it to my playlist. But yeah, it's important to listen to a lot of music. It's healthy. It's good for the soul. Okay, so I have two more attacks. And that will be it for me for now. 180. Why have I lost? Strange. Oh, yeah, the cannons. I was wondering why I was able to take a few more of these, and that's because I have no siege engines left. I was sending a few of them in attacks. Actually, what is... Where are we now? We have one very big player in our clan currently, and this is him here. He's a 1.3 billion might player, and you can see the points that he's doing in this. 616 million he has now versus my 187. But that's because he's such a big player. He can carry a lot more troops, and carrying a lot more troops means you can obviously do a lot more damage. But yeah, that's quite some total he's run up today. Yeah, they're good, right? Just goes to show you what you can do if you have the firepower. Make a little tweak here, actually. Sure, may as well go with 300. Being as I have 2 hits left, I'm going to make sure I do the most damage with them that I can. So let's go up to 1800. And let's go to 1800 with you. 900. It's fine. Let's bring that up to 17. 5200. 20 and 60 and 50 and 30 and 60 and 60. 60, although no, because I'm going to lose 2 out of that. Let's go 50 there and 50 there. Same as that. And go 20 there. 28 is okay there. 60, 2 hits. I'm going to lose 2. Just doing calculations on the fly here. Okay, so I think that's good to go now, and then we'll get 2 hits last. Now I could increase my monsters a little bit. I think I will. So as I can get the most out of these hits, we'll go up to, even though I did say earlier I like to go with even numbers on monsters. If I hit with 30, I'll lose 3 because you lose 10%. If I hit with 35, I'll lose 4 because it's going to the next set of 10, put it that way. Let me just have a quick look and see what my troop calculation was for these. 64, 65 and 138. So 65, 65, 65, 65. And this was 138. So let's go to 130. 130, 130, 130, 130. Okay, so that's me ready now for the last 2 hits of the day, and 180 there. Let's go. Just check I have everything on still. Always worth keeping an eye on making sure that your army strength is still active and your bonuses, premium, clan, etc. before you do your hits, just to be sure. What were these hits like? 614, 612, 637, 610, 630. Okay, so they're pretty good, yeah. Now, this is where you will see an increase. So I have increased my troops slightly, but also because we're now down to nearly 3 stacks, the jump is being quite substantial. In fact, I'm going to do something I don't often do, and that is I'm going to revive everything so as I can get another few hits in here. I can afford to at the minute because I have quite a bit of gold. And it's for my clan. So I'll be keeping them happy. What are these hits like now? That was 804, 788. I noticed this a lot actually, that there's always one straggler there. 819. Okay, and now we'd be sensible again and drop back down to just using the mercs and my silver troops. For what to use gold. So gold we get a lot of in this clan from epic kills. And really I only use the gold to revive mercenaries and monsters if I don't have any sacred potions. But currently I have like 10 million sacred potions, so I could just use sacred potions, but just by doing gold now was just a way of very quickly retraining or reviving all the troops. But I don't do that often. I will do it the odd time, but only ever on this event. I wouldn't waste gold because it is hard to come by in the game, and that's basically what I use the gold for. Other than that, I wouldn't use it at all. As you can see, I'm using sacred potions 90% of the time, but this is just so time consuming. That was another reason for doing it, because I haven't got time to waste when I'm trying to hit this when it's on a 3 stack. That you're going to get a higher valor point, an experience point total. Okay. All good. So we finished. That last hit there, I hit on a 2 stack. So I got just over 1 trillion VP. But all in all, that was a good result. We're all happy. And I think that's a good time to wrap it up. Just to show you what the chests were like actually this time, and just go in here and select those. Did a few guardsmen. So being that everybody has collected their chests, the Rise of Ancients chests so far, as I did, I got them all pretty much after 2 or 3 hits of the first one. Everyone will have done the same. Let's just have a look and see where we are up to now. Okay, so I got up to 262 million points. So I'm up to 7th in my clan. I'm happy enough with that. I know there'll be other players that will be ahead of me and get ahead of me between now and the end, because there is one more to spawn, to summon. That'll happen later on, but just so as you can see what gifts we got from the chests. These are all from Rise of the Ancients event, okay? There's nothing else in here. They're all Rise of the Ancients event chests. If I click claim chests, you can see there they've got 740,000 gold. So there'll be some more to come in, because some guys won't have taken their chests from that event yet. I reckon there's probably the guts of another 200,000 or thereabouts, so it should be close to 1 million gold that I will get out from that kill. It was 1.2 million from the first kill, and it'll probably be close to 1 million for the third kill as well. You can see there, silver wise, 1.38 billion I got, but I mean, for me that's maybe 1.5 troop training, and tar dragon coins, which are very important for us at this level. Another 1 million of sacred potions, and then lots of other bits and pieces, speed ups, clan speed ups, troops training speed ups, march speed ups, and some other stuff. So yeah, hopefully that has been an interesting video for you today. Thanks for joining me live. Hopefully I'll do another one. I'll be doing another one next week. Again, I'll put it in the channel when it comes to the setup and getting ready for it, but I'll let you know and give you enough I hope I'll give you enough time to be able to join me on it. It will be the afternoon again when I do the next one, but until then, Thanks a million for joining. Be good to see you, and be good to see you on the next one again. Mind yourself. Have a good weekend. Thanks for joining the stream.